Hi there, Gabriella. It looks like you go by Gabby, actually. So I'm going to give you your feedback. Look, I like what you're doing here, but I think you need to work on the images themselves. Are too dark, like this one. You have some technical problems. This one's a great picture, but it's just too, there's not, oops, I'm losing all my detail here. See in the tree and all that? This needs to be a lot good because we need to understand, you need people to see the impact of what you're trying to say, and if you make it too dark, no one can see it and they'll get tired of looking at it. So but the idea is really good, and you just need to work on these images and make them way less dark. So that's, I like the idea. I'm going to go to your questions though, because I thought they were kind of interesting. I'm not sure they're really is much related to this. They're more societal questions and not really related to your project, because you're saying, what do you feel when seeing these photographs? Well, they do move me. I think they're beautiful, but they also have technical problems, so they distract me a little bit, like the backgrounds are so dark. And but of course, anything that has to do with social justice art always inspires me, because I do a lot of social practice and social justice art. So yes, but you need to work on them so that they can really do, people can get the full benefit. Have you imagined what the process was to rescue individuals? Of course, I've imagined that. Yes, we have to think about the Underground Railroad and all that, which brings me to Stephen Mark. So I'm gonna suggest that you look at his work, because he did a whole body of work on the Underground Railroad. Passage on the Underground Railroad. I think it's a book now. So, oh, yes. Let's see if we're going to be able to get, oh man, where's his work? Oh, I guess that's not what I was hoping for, but that's the work, definitely. Oh, I know what let's do. Let's just look at the images. Here you go. See what I mean? Now, this is work that, of course, I can see the story. So your work as a whole, it shows us a story, but the way that you put the work together is really going to matter if you want me to have the relationship with the work that I would like. This work, I actually own two of these. So these are works that I have a real good. I'll show you if I see the one that I have. That's his newer work right there. I think I have. I don't know if I have that one. Let me see. I gotta go. You're hanging in my living room. I don't see the. He doesn't have a website. It's so frustrating. I gotta go look at my wall. I know I don't see the one of them I have, but I think the other one is. Oh, this is one I have right here. That one, and then I don't see the other one. But anyway, you see how he's telling this whole. So what he did is he went to all the places where the Underground Railroad existed and photographed it, and then made digital collages. And over time, he went around to antique stores and little auctions and eBay and all that stuff, and he collected these other images that he has on here so that he could own them, and then he created these composites. So look into his work, because I think it can help you with your final project quite a bit, and fix those technical problems. Those are the biggest issues I have right now with your work. And then And then I think that's pretty much, let's see, what do you think today would look like if we didn't have these historical figures? Well, I mean, what would it look like? I think it wouldn't look any different artistically, except for there would be probably, well, it would look a lot different if we didn't have the historical figures, but people would there would be other historical figures. I mean, it's not really conceptual or conceivable that we wouldn't have historical figures, because time is moving, things are happening all the time. I mean, energy is moving. So energy and energy is not going to stop moving. So, it's not a realistic question to think that we won't have historical figures. Now, maybe these specific historical figures, well, if we didn't have them, wouldn't we have other ones? I mean, if an injustice is an injustice, it has little to do with the historical figure, other than the historical figure is fighting to change the injustice. But the injustice exists whether there's a historical figure or not. Don't you think? If there's a hero or not a hero is not really relevant to the idea that injustice exists, right? So that's what I think. I think that we have to fight. It's a never ending battle that we fight for race and fairness in this country. And I don't believe race is individual. I believe it's systemic. So I come from the critical race theory perspective that racism is deeply embedded into our system, so that the system is really the bad guy in all of this. Now, yes, people discriminate against each other, but the new theory over the theory of there's a majority that oppresses the minority is more that the system, and in our case, the white male system, is what I think of it as in my brain, is the one that is in charge of justice. So of course it's only justice for white males. It's not justice for anybody else. So that's going to be a never-ending battle that we have to fight, I think. So, but back to your project, work on your project. You need to do your extra credit, and you need to do really, really well on these things. All right. So, just keep going, and we'll see you later. Bye.